Ba 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 ba. Hey! What is up, everybody? I am Existential Turtle on Twitch. I'm a variety streamer and I like to play video games and talk about stuff. Now, I only have time for a short stream today, but I try to stream every day. So I'm going to do some casual Destiny 2, because that's one of my go-to casual games. And I'm going to try to knock out some powerful gear and level up my character in the process, but also just have a little bit of chill fun. So as you can see, I'm already launching into a Crucible match, so PvP. So yeah. A little bit different than the last few streams I've had, where, the last bunch of streams I've had where it's been either Mass Effect 3 or Subnautica. Much heavier games than Destiny. No offense to Destiny. Again, I love Destiny. It's a great game. But this is one of my go-to casual games. So I'm just going to casually fart around for a couple hours and try to level up my character in the process. EVs. Put that over here. There we go. Let's see. I can't tell if anybody's in the stream yet or not. For some reason, it hasn't updated with views. But I mean, if there is anybody in there, hi. Hope you guys are having a good day. Like I said, just super casual Destiny Wednesday, I guess. I don't know. Wednesdays tend to be the day where I have to do short streams. Wednesdays and Thursdays. Unfortunately. As much as that frustrates me, it's just what I have to do. I will put you on, even though you lower my light level. Let's take a look at the bounties I have. Kinetic weapons, melees, kill 3 without dying, kill guardians, energy weapons, supers, double kill, and solar. So I don't think I'm going to get solar, but the rest of this seems actually pretty feasible. So I got to focus on kinetic and energy weapons. 10 of each. That's not too terrible. I should be able to, if I focus heavily on one, I should be able to get that in one match.
Clash.
Hanny! Welcome to the stream, Hanny. Unfortunately, you're missing me on my more RPG-based open world type games. Wednesdays tend to be my my short streams, so I play a little bit of casual, like fart around games. And unfortunately, today's Destiny, so most of my viewers tend to prefer games other than Destiny. But I'm glad you stopped by, Hanny. How have you been? Ow! Dragon! Yeah, Destiny's an interesting game, Hanny. It's very light on story. It's very... I don't even know how else to describe it. It's just very light on story. Like, I wish there was more to it. I'm so lagged. I'm not dropping any frames. Oh, you're in the library. Okay. So that's, yeah. School internet is always going to be terrible. Oh my god. How? Keep running, because they're chasing me. Wow. My car and my husband's car broke down at the same time, so it's been a rough day. Wow, Hanny! I'm gonna count the second before I see this message pop up on your stream. That's... Hanny, I'm so sorry to hear that. What are the odds of something that terrible happening? I'm very sorry. So you guys getting like a rental car then, or do you have the money to just get it fixed? Just out of curiosity? Like, what are you going to be doing to 16 Mississippis? Hey! Dragon, that sucks, but it happens. There's nothing I can do about that. But that does suck. That blows. Wow. All they're using are power weapons. That's kind of lame. Also, rip Hanny. His car is at least drivable, so he took it to the dealer to get fixed. Bribed a coworker to take him to work. Interesting. Wait, so his car broke down, but it's still drivable? Like, how did it break down?
Shut the enemy down.
Wow, they're all using shotguns, and I think probably what she means by bribed is like, I'll buy you a sandwich, or, you know, I'll do some work for you at work. Like, I doubt it's an actual bribe. I mean, it's not impossible, but I doubt it's an actual bribe. Everyone's cars are dying on us. That's what cars do, unfortunately. Look at the Cars franchise. It died. Oh, that's adorable. Come on, run in here. Okay, they're not running in here. Oh, nerd! Alright, hang on. Wish I could pause so I could read the chat without dying, but let's see. Okay, my teammate just saved my life. Bribed is... Yeah, I figured bribed is a joke. Like, who would just casually admit to bribery? Like, nobody. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's not fun when people only use shotguns, is it? Ah. But his windows won't go up on his car, so technically drivable, but can't exactly leave it anywhere. That's very drivable, but yeah, that's true. Somebody would either try to steal your car or break into it if all the windows are down. So yeah, that is, I see what you mean, Hanny. That is absolutely not a practical thing to do. Hey, we got him. I died, but we got him. So that is terribly unfortunate, Hanny. Hopefully you can get that resolved pretty soon, because, like, yeah, you need drivable cars nowadays. Like, everybody needs drivable cars nowadays. Without them, what would any of us do without a drivable car? Nothing.
5 minutes. Could go your way. Could go theirs.
Oh, right into my super. Ah, nerd, try to stay alive. Alright. Sorry if I'm missing things in chat, but this is not a pausable game, so it's actually really difficult to keep up to date on the chat and not die in the process. Oh, he's dead. Okay, cool. He's dead, Jim. I own it on PC already. Through a humble monthly a few months back. A humble monthly? What's that mean? And PS4 through PS Plus a bit ago. So you own it on 2 different platforms? Hanny, I will say, it's definitely not a game for everybody. I don't know if you would like it. I'm not sure if you would like it. You tend to be, at least from what I've seen, more story-based on your games. And this is not really a story game at all. Yep, time to run. Wow, that guy sucks. He had me dead to rights, and I'm not dead yet. That guy's terrible. Wow, it took him long enough. God, anybody worth their salt would have been able to kill me in seconds. Not even seconds, like milliseconds. So that guy sucks. You pay monthly for Humble Bundle. Oh, Humble Bundle. Okay. Like, what the hell is Humble? Well, Humble. I didn't know what humble was.
Enemy can't kill if they're dead.
Wow, it sounds like Dragon's, it sounds like Dragon, you just won't be able to watch this stream, but like I was saying earlier, it's one of my casual streams, so it's not like you're going to be missing out on anything. It's one of my really short casual streams. Like, I'll be going back to, Subnautica on, what is today, Wednesday? Probably like Friday. Come on, turn the corner, see what happens to you. Ah! Sad. All of them rockin' power weapons. Humble Monthly is just a monthly bundle like PS Plus. See, I've never actually, I've heard people talk about it before, but I've never actually, like, I didn't know what that was. So, like, how do you get that then? Like, is that like is that through, like, a specific company, or is that through, like, is that, like, on the computer? Is that specifically on a console? Yeah, because I don't know much about that kind of stuff. I try to avoid monthly fees wherever possible, so that's something I try to stay away from. God, this is... Oh, look, he's teabagging. That's adorable. That's adorable. That's proof of somebody who literally doesn't know how to play video games. Because he's like a 5-year-old who can't accept, Here, I'll teabag too then, yeah. Oh no, it doesn't feel good, does it? Oh no.
Hit them hard.
Blame your teammate, buddy. I don't teabag unless I get teabagged first. Oh, that's, oh no. Oh no, oh no. Oh, it doesn't feel good, does it? Oh, yo, you tried to kill me from behind. Oh, I killed you first. Alright. It's for PC through Humble Bundle, which is owned by IGN. Oh, IGN! I love IGN. I try not to read IGN anymore because everything that they post has spoilers in it. Like, not even just in the articles. It has spoilers in the titles to the articles, which I think is terrible. They have non-subscription bundles as well. Well, that's pretty cool. Oh, I'm gonna dance over your body. Doesn't feel good, does it, dickhead? Oh, that's so sad. Okay. I don't like when people teabag me because it's so childish. So if I get teabagged first, I will teabag back. Only I will do it harder. Like, let's just play and have fun, people. Let's just play and have fun. You know, no need to resort to that. I will resort back because I am petty, but I will never start or instigate anything like that. But I will pay it forward. I'm gonna have to look them up because I'm a big fan of IGN. Oh look, I got hate messages. I'm not gonna even read that. Just gonna delete that right now. There we go. Oh, I'm so upset by you writing that. Oh no. You've really cut me so deep. Because I care about the opinions of a random stranger. So besides the car problems, Hanny, how's your day been going? Has it been going good? Besides the car problems. I mean, obviously can't be going that good. But like, any interesting plans later today besides car repairs? I'm trying to think how a good day could come out of multiple car repairs. Do you at least, can you at least like have a relaxing day? Been level grinding on a JRPG. Nice. Which JRPG? I like JRPGs. Any one I might have heard of? Hey, it's Theoden! How are you doing, Theoden? Disgaea 2. I think I've read that name before, but obviously I'm butchering the pronunciation. Disgaea 2. Let's see. Google, please reveal to me all of your secrets. Alright, Wikipedia, what do you got for me? Cursed Moments. Tactical role-playing game developed and published by Nippon Ichi Software for the PS2. Nice, I like the PS2. Ah. And it was re-released on the PlayStation Portable. Very nice. Yeah, it got pretty good reviews. Nice. That looks like an interesting game. Where you level up to 9,999. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Ah. Like, do you have to level up to 9,999? Or is it just like you have the ability to do that, but you don't have to? Or like, is that the end game where you have to get to the maximum level? Chocolate milk. Ah, tastes so good. Because I am a 5-year-old. Okay, cool. Well, from what I saw on the wiki, it looks like an interesting game. I might have to look into that. I do have an old PS Plus, or PS Portable lying around somewhere. And since they re-released it, like, yeah, maybe. There's a ton of post-game bosses and secrets that make use of the 9,999. See, my favorite kind of games are games that don't really have an official end, and they just keep giving you more and more things to do. Those are the kind of games I tend to love more than anything else, Hanny. Like, probably why I love like open world exploration and crafting games so much, because there's really no official end. You just play the game until you don't want to play it anymore, and I love those. Since you played Mass Effect games, have you played Dragon Age games? I have not played Dragon Age games. I mean, I have played a little bit of Dragon Age Origins, I think it's called. But I'm not very familiar with the Dragon Age games, if I'm being honest. I own Dragon Age Inquisition, and I've never played it. I own Dragon Age Origins, and I have played it, but I didn't really absorb it. After you finish Andromeda, you know what you must do. I actually have a little bit of a list, Hanny. So after I finish Mass Effect Andromeda, I'm going to be heading to Horizon Zero Dawn. Not interested in fantasy. No, I love fantasy. It's just never got around to it. You know, there's a million games out there, Theoden. I can't play them all. I wish I could, but money tends to be a bit of an issue. So it's But yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn is going to be my game after Mass Effect, and I can't wait to play that again. I love Horizon Zero Dawn. That game blew me away. And yeah, Theoden, I'm probably a bigger fan of fantasy than you are, but it's just I just don't have the money to always, or the time to play all the games I want to play. It's a combination of both. It's more money and time, Theoden. Like I don't have the money to really buy any game that I'm not like dying to play. And since I have so little experience with the Dragon Age games, it's not like I'm dying to play any new Dragon Age game that comes out. Even though all my friends tell me they're very good. Yeah, you heard me. You heard me. I might be a bigger fan than you are of fantasy. I adore fantasy. I live in fantasy worlds. That's where my brain goes. Just because my gamer tag isn't Theoden doesn't mean that I don't love fantasy, Theoden. Just because I went for something a little more down to earth like existentialism. I was born half elf. I'm a hard human all the way.
Zone B captured. You have zone advantage.
Like I'm always a human in everything I play. It's one of those things where how some people always have to play their genders in specific video games. I always have to play my species, like if they give me the option. So like, yeah, there was no way I was gonna win that fight. He had a shotgun. Hanny, I'm in the exact same place you are. My backlog is crazy. But yeah, I always play humans in all the video games that give you the option to play as other things. Because, I don't know, it makes it easier for me to connect to the character when I'm playing as a human, and I am a human. I can only buy at the rate that I finish games. I need to actually play things I own. My backlog is nearing 2K. Yeah, actually, I know for a fact you're probably a bigger fan of fantasy than I am, Theoden. I just felt like saying it. Because I am a huge fan of fantasy. I'm a massive fan of fantasy. But it's just, like, I am a bigger fan of sci-fis. And so I tend to gravitate more towards science fiction kind of games. Well, I'm dead. Got him! Wow!
Keep it that way. Zone C lost.
I play as female elf Dragon Age, and then an option glares. And that's an option glares at Dragon Age 2. What? Is Dragon Age 2 not give you that option?
Zone C captured.
Did Dragon Age 2 take away the option to play as whatever you wanted to play as? Because that's terrible. You know, when I was playing Skyrim back in the day, I did think about playing as a lizard man. So, like, I did consider not playing as a human. So I'm not always, like, set on that. I just try to stick with the relatable human. Woo! Oh, I got him with my melee. Yes! Dragon Age 2 only allows humans as an option. I'm surprised an RPG would do that. I'm genuinely surprised that a video game series like Dragon Age would actually limit what you could play as. Because I know they pride themselves on, like, choice. Nope, keep running. Wow. I play as an elf in Skyrim too, so I guess I have a type. Yeah, I think you have a type. I think you like adorable elves. I think that's what it is. Elves. Wow, cool.
Zone C lost.
I'm not sure if I ever played as women in fantasy, but even if it was lesbians, that is saying something.
Zone B
Dragon Age 2
lost.
was trying to push main character
Get
narrative.
those zones back.
Okay, so they're actually trying to give a cohesive story where there wasn't like this person could be anything. Okay. Yeah, I have played as women in fantasy before, but only in video games where the main character is a woman, like the Metroid games, Horizon Zero Dawn. I obviously play as a female because it's like I love her character; she's fantastic. But the main character is a female. Well, at least I got him. I'm getting a little tired of everyone with rocket launchers and shotguns, but at least I got him.
Zone B.
Like, I have to rock a shotgun just to compete, and I hate that I have to do that. They really broke PvP, unfortunately. I do have to admit that sometimes. As much as it's fun, they really did break the balancing by doing that. And again, it's very fun. I love this game. But it's not balanced at all.
2 for 1. Keep this up and the battle is yours. Triple down.
Nope, run away. If I hate something about Dragon Age, it is your brother. What an annoying twat. Alright. We're going to the T word. Alright. What was his name? Carver. He was the worst. Apparently this is universal? That this Carver is terrible? I've never even heard of a Carver. Of course, granted, I know very little about Dragon Age. Like, very little. Pretty much what I know about Dragon Age, I learned from Lemon's streams. And she hasn't streamed in a while, so I don't know much. There we go. Headshot.
Zone C lost.
Oh, we're winning the match. I always play as a mage, so I've never got to hang with the much cooler sister. There's a cooler sister. Oh boy. Well, I'm dead.
Zone A lost.
Not really opinion. He was written unlikable. No, that's not necessarily true. Even unlikable characters, some people can still find them likable. So like, it still would be opinion based, even if it is the majority opinion. Like, it would still be an opinion based idea.
3 minutes remaining.
Like, the big debate of objective versus subjective, where it's like there's very little things that are truly objective. I mean, there is objective, obviously, but I mean, there's very few. Most things are subjective. Most people, in one form or another, form opinions, and those opinions help mold their ideas about things, people, ideas, concepts. And it's pretty hard for human beings to get away from that whole thing. Wow. Lame. See, where are you? Damn it, they killed him. I wanted to kill him. I wanted to kill him. Yeah, I will say, Hanny, as much as I do enjoy games like this, I really do wish I had the time to play more, like Mass Effect right now, or Minecraft, or Subnautica. Like, I love this game, but it's not as engrossing as the games I would rather play. But those games, I feel like I need a good amount of time in order to really enjoy them. And because I can only do such a short stream, and I say this a lot on my short stream days, like, I have to limit myself, and it's a bummer, but, yeah, I mean, it works. But I wish I could be playing, like, Horizon Zero Dawn, or Breath of the Wild, or maybe even try out some of the Dragon Age games and see if I actually can get hooked. It's not impossible. I mean, they are exactly my kind of games. I just never got around to playing them. Closest I ever came to Dragon Age, now that I think about this, is a video game series called Fable, where you make your hero, you go through the story, but you make all the choices. Oh, that is a fair opinion, though. I will always respect people's opinions, Hanny. That is one thing I try to be, unless it's something so bad that, like, I have to say something. Like, unless you're, like, talking down on, like, other races or genders or sexual preferences. Like, I will always respect an opinion if it isn't demeaning to other people. But yeah, I respect that opinion. I don't share it, but I do respect it, because Breath of the Wild I thought was a masterpiece. I'm sorry, Hanny. I thought Breath of the Wild was a masterpiece of gaming. So much so that I always sit with the box close by, because I love this game so much. I eagerly await the day where I could finally play Breath of the Wild on stream. I just have to get through my list of games to finally get to Breath of the Wild. Unfortunately, it sounds like you will hate those streams, Annie. So you probably won't be watching the Breath of the Wild streams. But that is the beautiful thing about the world we live in. We are all allowed to have opinions. And even though I adore this game, not everybody has to. Like, I know plenty of people that absolutely hate the Mass Effect games. And that's their opinion. I respect it. I certainly do not share it, but I respect it. If you play as mage, your brother dies. If you play as not mage, your sister dies. I don't really play as magic users in most video games. Theoden. Also, spoiler alert, Theoden. I mean, one day I will get to the game, probably. So, spoiler alert. Yes, but that's a complicated debate unto itself, Theoden. That's a complicated debate unto itself, because whether or not there is an opinion, or whether or not there is a person who just even when presented with facts just won't listen. Like, there are people like that. Well, then the first 10 minutes of the game are now spoiled for me. No, I won't be playing as a magic user. I almost never play as magic users in video games. I always play as a warrior type. So, like, you know, grab a hammer, grab a sword, smash things, grab a bow and arrow, shoot things. I rarely ever play as, like, magic users. I don't know, something about them. I get that Breath of the Wild is an amazing game, but it basically hits all of my personal gaming pet peeves. What are some of your personal gaming pet peeves, Hanny? Out of curiosity, I would love to hear those. Like, that actually sounds really fascinating. Like, give me your list of, like, top 5 pet peeves in gaming. Out of genuine curiosity, because I really want to know. I'm so curious. I like to explode stuff. Hey, nothing wrong with exploding stuff. I like to explode stuff too, but with like tangible things, like rocket launchers, or in the case of like fantasy worlds, like handmade like black powder grenades, or stuff that normal people can make. You know, like a makeshift pipe bomb or something. Like or explosive arrows in Far Cry 4. Oh, those were fun. You know, spaceships. Explode people in spaceships. Tanks, like in Halo. Pooh. Have you played all 3 Dragon Age games? Are there only 3? I thought there were more than that. Of course, again, what do I know about Dragon Age? But I could swear I thought there were more than that. I thought there was like 5. Although I didn't think they went up to the number. I thought they were just like Dragon Age, like Origins, Dragon Age, something. Like how there's like 14 Assassin's Creed games, but they think they only go up to Assassin's Creed 4 in terms of the number. A general lack of strong progression system, large open world that's really only open for the sake of making a large world, and a fairly sparse story that's spread over a really long playthrough. Okay, okay. Hanny, those are interesting pet peeves. Here's the funny thing about Breath of the Wild. This amuses me immensely. Those are some of the things I really loved about the game. I loved that it was a large open world that you could explore on your own terms. And you could progress the story essentially at your own pace if you knew like where to go for the story points. And I also really liked the way it didn't have a progression system, where with the exception of the amount of health you have, you pretty much can take on anything at endgame level at the beginning of the game. You just have to be a lot more careful and not get hit. But like, I kind of like that there was no direct progression system. So the game rewarded you for actually playing it, I thought. Like, people could just rush straight to the boss and then try to power through the boss. But I liked that if people wanted to put the work into the game, they could explore the world, they could find all the collectibles, they could do the temples at their own leisure, and get more powerful as a result. Alistair Anders Cullen. I have a thing for pretty blonde boys, apparently. Alright, so here's the more important question then, Hanny. Is your husband a pretty blonde boy? Because if he is a pretty blonde boy, then you have a type. And it is pretty blonde boys. Alistair Anders Cullen and Hanny's husband. If he is a pretty blonde boy, then yes, you have a type. Just like I have a type. I have a type. My type is pale redheads. So your type would be pretty blonde boys. My type and my curse are pale redheads. Black-haired and Asian. Ah, unexpected. Okay. The moment I read Pretty Blonde Boys, I'm like, oh, she totally married a pretty blonde boy. All right. Well, I'm a big fan of black hair personally because I have black hair, so that's awesome. But yeah, my type is definitely the pale redheads. They are my curse also, because they just don't like exist around here where I live. There aren't a lot of pale redheads in Southern California because the more pale people are, the more they try to avoid sunny places. And California is one of the sunniest places in the world. So the pale redheads tend to gravitate more towards the East Coast or like the North, or God forbid the place I would want to live more than anywhere else in the world, Ireland. God, I'd love to go to Ireland so badly. Such a beautiful country. It's like number one place I'd want to go, probably. Leilana. I like that name, Leilana. Meryl and Cassandra. I had a fling with Leilana and Isabel in different playthroughs. Alright, so one of these days then, Hanny and Theoden, I'm totally going to have to play Dragon Age on stream. It's not going to be for a while, unfortunately. Because I have a list of games that I have like a pretty set list of games that I have that I'm going to go in a certain order. So like I have my casual games that I play in between my main games, like Subnautica, Minecraft, Terraria, Destiny, Hitman. Like I'll play those whenever I just don't have time to play a full game. But like once I finish Mass Effect Andromeda, I'm gonna go to Horizon Zero Dawn. Once I finish Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm gonna play Far Cry Primal because I promised Opti that I would play Far Cry Primal. Because he actually got it for me as a gift, so I gotta respect that gift and play it for him on stream. After that one, I was hoping to do Breath of the Wild, and then after Breath of the Wild, then I might have time for a Dragon Age game. But that's gonna be a long ways in the future. Like it took me almost 2 months to get through 3 Mass Effect games. So like, I have another full Mass Effect game to get through, which like is, even though it's a partially broken game, there's still a lot to do in it. Woo! Headshot.
Enemy claimed Zone B.
Come and... You want her? Oh no, you want him? Come and claim him. Oh, I got you. I killed Krusty. No, I don't want to kill Krusty the Clown. I love Krusty the Clown. He's my hero. Ah, I'm gonna have to read that one in a second, Hanny. There's somebody over here. Ah! No! Okay. Hardest choice of Dragon Age Origins, Leilana or Morrigan? I look forward to finding that out one day. Well, I may like Breath of the Wild more if I watch someone rather than play it myself. That is entirely fair, though. Like, if you don't like the game, you don't like the game. There are plenty of things that a lot of people love that I've never really been able to get into. Like, people are always telling me that Walking Dead is amazing and I need to watch it. And I watched a couple episodes and I didn't really like it. People always tell me that they love the TV show Dexter. I watched a couple episodes. I didn't like it. Not so much in video games. Like, I can't think of any video games I, like, really disliked off the top of my head. Closest would be Mass Effect Andromeda. But I tend to be pretty forgiving of mistakes in video games. Like, as long as I can get enjoyment out of a video game, I tend to forgive a lot of problems. Like, as long as I can have a measure of fun, I can forgive a lot. But, I'm a terrible contrarian when it comes to video games. Hanny, I definitely have to start reading some of your stuff. I asked you this once, and I don't remember if you answered or not. Do you have a link to your blog on your Twitter? Because I would love to read some of your writing. Like, I would love to read your opinions. Oh, I don't have grenades. Well, I have a better thing than a grenade. I have superpowers. Ah, I almost got the melee. I was so close. But I'm sure there are video games that if I really thought about it, that I probably hated. My posts auto-post to Twitter when I write them. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna have to then search through your Twitter and find a link to your blog. I'm just gonna stand there. I can't fight that guy. That's like me with my that's like me on Twitter with my my YouTube live streams where okay, I don't even know what killed me. Where once I post all of my live streams to YouTube, it immediately auto posts to Twitter. Which is the best thing you could do, is auto post all that stuff. I'm just gonna dance. I don't know what he was doing, but I'm just gonna dance. I'm gonna get some hate message from that guy, but whatever.
You captured zone
Sometimes you
C.
gotta get hate message.
Zone advantage is yours.
Oh! Yeah, I am not gonna challenge a sniper. That will not end well for anybody.
Zone A lost.
Except for the sniper. It'll end very well for the sniper. Oh, I wanted that kill. Oh, nerd!
Shut the enemy
Woo!
down.
Any more? Any more?
Zone B.
Nope, not gonna make it.
Zone advantage is yours.
Got you. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I got a melee. Hey, look at that. I thought I was dead as dead could be. Hide. Hide. I will catch up on I'll catch up on the chat in a second. The fact that I'm still alive is astonishing to me.
Fight for vengeance. Take their lead.
Do I want to fight for vengeance? I don't really feel the need to. I don't feel vengeance in my heart. Oh, look, a sniper. Run away. I will never be able to beat a sniper. Not ever. Oh!
5
lame.
minutes remaining.
Hey, we might actually come back and win this match. We caught up. Hey, I got a bounty. Sweet.
The lead is yours.
Where's this guy? Got him. Oh, I don't know where this bad guy is. Ooh, super time. Super time. Oh, that's so unfortunate for you.
Zone A lost.
I'm gonna die before I get a kill. I'm just gonna run away. There's no way I could have done that. Back to opinions, I would say critical opinion is about looking at game and comparing how it does, things that it does compared to other games. Critical opinion is recognizing what the game does well. Personal opinion is determined if you personally like what the game does well. True. These are both very true. But convince like the average Joe of those facts, and they will be small-minded and stubborn. And you know I'm right about that. You know I'm right about that. You're damn right I'm a chicken, Theoden. I'm not gonna challenge a damn sniper. Like, you won't win if you challenge a sniper. You won't win. Ah, damn it. I'm trying to get a melee kill. God damn it. Alright. But okay, Theoden, like you just posted to Hanny a couple of minutes ago, probably, or how much you were willing to overlook its cons. Cons are, again, there are two different kinds of cons. There are cons that are like Mass Effect Andromeda kind of cons, where the game is literally broken. So like, you know, like the facial animation doesn't work, and like missions don't complete. And then there are cons like Hanny was mentioning, how she didn't like the open world nature of Breath of the Wild or the lack of progression. But I didn't think those were cons. I thought those were actually pros. I thought they made the game better. So it's a very slippery slope in terms of what people can consider each. Because yeah, there'll be the actual technical cons that people can objectively see, like, oh, this game has this flaw. And then there will be the subjective ones. Where it's like, oh, I think this game's broken in this sense. So it's like, I disagree. So that's a tough one, Theoden. That's a tough one. Like, critically, I agree Fallout 4 is a bad game, but I still enjoy it. But see, that is an opinion that I do agree with. But that is also a heavy opinion. Because I know some people that think Fallout 4 is the greatest game of all time. And I thought the story was stupid. What I played of it was very fun, but I didn't give a damn about the story. I didn't care. Like, when they did the thing in the vault in the beginning of the game, the big thing that affected your family, I didn't care. Like, I was not connected to the characters in any way, shape, or form. It meant nothing to me.
Your opponents are pulling away. Drag them back.
Critically, I agree Saints Row 4 is a flawed game, and 2 and 3 are both better. But it's in my top 10 regardless. Nice! I could never really get down with the Saints Row series. I can enjoy them. Like, they're entertaining. But I would not consider myself a fan. Like, something about them was just too silly for me. Like, not a good kind of silly either. Like, a really bad kind of silly. Like, a really stupid kind of silly. Oh, that counted as a melee. Nice. I didn't know that. Yeah, I can never really get down to Saints Row, though. It's, I don't know. I own a couple of the Saints Row games because they went game for gold. So I got them for free. But, I don't know, I never got into them the way other people did. Whereas I got heavily into a Grand Theft Auto because it was grounded in a little bit more of a real world. Even if they still did crazy things, it always felt like it still existed in a world that we sort of exist in. Whereas Saints Row kind of lost its mind after a while. And just, like, I think he goes to hell in the 4th game and, like, fights the devil. And I'm just like, that's neat, but, like, that's not very realistic. But I hate Grand Theft Auto games with every fiber of my being, in spite of agreeing that they're all masterpieces. Hanny, you and I are so contradictory in terms of some of our games. that amuses me very much. I love games that you hate, and you hate games that I love. But then we both have Mass Effect in common. So, like, we have that big common thread that holds us together. Well, there is common opinion. What cons and pros are. You can have your personal cons and pros. They could be different. But common opinion. What is common opinion? That's the question here. A common opinion doesn't necessarily mean it is the end-all, know-all, be-all of opinions. That just means that that's what the majority of people think. But that's still an opinion, Theoden. That's what I'm saying. It's just because the common consensus tends to be one thing towards something, like a movie, video game, TV show, a song, it doesn't mean that that's going to be the general consensus. That doesn't mean it's going to be what it is. Like, that's common opinion, but it's still opinion. Like, just because 95% of people might hate something, it doesn't mean that that thing is inherently bad. Like, 95% of people hate the DC movies, the live action DC movies that they make for, like, Justice League and yeah, video game philosophy. Yes, my brain hurts a little bit too, for multiple reasons. But like the DC movies, I'll use that as an example. I'll get away from video games for a second. A lot of people hate them. I really enjoy them. I love them, but I'm in the vast minority on that. I'll go even further back. Dragon Ball, because we were talking about Dragon Age. Dragon Ball. People love the anime. I always hated the anime. People despise, like almost universally despise the live action movie that they made. I enjoyed it. I liked it. So yeah, I go against common opinion on both areas. Because they are still just that, opinion. Now you can point out technical flaws, and that'll be objective fact. Like, oh, the animation's really wonky here. Like, look at that. Like, yeah, you are correct. The animation is very wonky right there. Or, oh, they did a terrible job at the special effects in this scene with Superman. It's like, yes, you're right. They did a terrible job with the special effects. That is objectively true. But subjectively, I love that movie. That kind of thing. I had 3-hour discussion with my friend who is 60 years old artist, and we didn't find out anything. Theoden, this is why I love debate so much. Is because you can have 3-hour discussions and still end up with both people on different sides of the fence. Like, I've told you this before, Theoden. I was in the Model United Nations in college, and I would have entire days where we would just be debating certain elements of political policy or disaster relief in third world countries or just stuff like that. And we would debate it for 12 hours sometimes, and we would leave the room with nobody having changed their minds. And nobody really ever coming up with any good solutions or good ideas or good common ground. But I always had fun doing it. And so that's one of the reasons I think that I'm people sometimes think I'm confrontational, and I'm not confrontational. I just like healthy debate. I'm a big fan of healthy debate. Me and my boss butt heads all the time because I'm always asking her debate questions. And then she comes up with an opinion, I come up with my opinion, and back and forth we go. So much fun. I just came out of the door swinging. I'm dead. That was totally worth it. Totally worth it. God, that melee power that they gave hunters is amazing. It's the best thing they've added to the game in years. Alright, how am I doing on bounties? Solar final blows. Do I have anything that's solar? Oh, my grenade launcher. Okay, so I've gotten every bounty except for solar final blows. I can fix that. I'll handicap myself for the match, but I can equip a solar weapon. Ooh, the Mida mini tool. That's a good gun. Alright, there we go. Let's use that for a while. I haven't used the Mida mini tool in a long time. Beautiful weapon. Look at this thing. Well, I'm dead. Ah! Are there level advantages enabled? Because I don't feel like my gun was doing anything to him. Let's take a look. Because if they are, then that's terrible. No, level advantage is disabled. Okay, so my gun just didn't do anything. Well, that's good to know. Alright, so let's try this again. Wow, cool. See, that's why I can't challenge a sniper. Because they're just gods. Snipers are just gods. You turn a corner and before you can even see what's going on, you're dead. That's why I can't challenge snipers. They're just too good. Because they just stand somewhere, hide in a corner, and they stare at one spot until you happen to go through that spot, and then you're just dead. Nothing you can do about it. No way of fighting it properly. Just dead. Got you. Oh, but I didn't get the kill. Cool. Oh, I'm dead. They are literally in every single direction. Hey, I got him with my grenade. Yay. Alright, so this submachine gun is not very good in Crucible. It's great in PvE. But I'm not having any luck with it in this Crucible. I've gotten one kill with it. Oh, I'm dead. I'm just gonna stand there. I just go around it like this. I find game, movie, critic that like game, movies. I do and listen to their opinions. But at the end of the day, I don't care if public likes it, but if I will like it. Yeah, I agree, Theoden. I agree with that completely. At the end of the day, if I like something, I like it, and the world cannot change my opinion on that. They might be able to change my opinion on actual little details, but they'll never change my opinion on whether or not I like or dislike something. Yeah, I'm not going to use this gun. This gun is it does nothing. It's like shooting BB guns. It's great in PvE, but it's apparently terrible in PvP. So I'll try this one out. Distant Relation. Another gun that's great in PvE. I have no idea if it'll be any good in PvP. Let's see. Come on, turn the corner. Or not, whatever. Haha, headshot. Okay, this is a pretty good gun. I see you on the radar. Okay, they're definitely coming around that corner. Nope. Okay, they're coming this way. Wow, and he immediately ran away. I didn't even lower his shields and he just ran away. Nope. He has a rocket launcher. I'm leaving. Oh, that was not even fair. He already had no health. And I just kind of came up and shot him.
Only 5 minutes left.
Oh, God. They took all my kills.
Double down.
Cool. Golden gun. Hard to fight a golden gun. That's the thing about the PvP in Destiny. Like, it's very fun. But if I had to name my biggest complaint with the PvP in Destiny, I would say that there's too many one-hit kills. There's too many things that'll literally just melt you to pieces. And it makes it very unfun to play against that. Like, I like a little bit of strategy in my gaming, and there's no strategy. Wow.
No catching up.
I'm gonna run away. Because I could see what he was doing. Oh, alright, that was weird. Keep running. The fact that I'm not dead is crazy. Alright. Opti! How are you doing, Opti? How's your day been going? Got the saber in the opening scene of Far Cry. It is a monster. It takes down woolly rhinos and yaks like they are nothing. So, like, what is it? Just a sword? Like a saber? That's pretty cool. I guess cavemen hadn't perfected sword technology. So, like, a sword is a very cool thing for that. I would rather just have my tiger. Like, I'd rather just control the tiger and have it kill all my enemies for me. That seems like so much fun. In Far Cry 5, I let my bear and my cheetah do most of the killing for me. That's half the fun of Far Cry, is just having the animals kill for you.
3 minutes left.
God, there's like no people. Like, where are they? Every time I get somewhere, they're all dead. Bloodtooth Saber-Tooth Tiger. Ooh, I like the name. I know they're over there, but I don't see them. Alright, I'll run. I'll actually take you.
Nice.
Let's see if I can do any work with a grenade launcher. Probably not. Oh! I missed the second shot. Hey, I got the bounty, though. That's all I wanted. Now I can switch back to a weapon I want to use. No offense to this scout rifle. It's not bad. But I don't want to use it. I want to use the Badlander. Because it's amazing. Not even supposed to have it yet, but I forwarded the quest so far that it tamed it. Hang on. I'll finish reading that in a sec. I'm surrounded by enemies. Going for the Beast Taming Master Bear now. Bloodscar Cave Bear. Nice. One day I will get to Far Cry Primal. Opti, one day. Once I get through my list of games that I already kind of have prepared, I will get to it.
It's time, Guardian. Crush them.
Because I want to play it. I've wanted to play it since they announced it. I just never got around to it.
1 minute.
Oh, okay, cool. I just have to stay here and hide until I get my shields back, or I will just die. Jesus, you can't do anything in this game without just immediately losing your health. It's so frustrating sometimes.
30 seconds.
Alright, let's see if I can make the difference here. Last second. Oh, we just got a lot of kills. We just tied it up.
Well done. You have the lead. 10 seconds.
Alright, hang on. I'm not going to read chat at all until we finish this. Hey, we won the match!
Respect, Hunter.
Yay! We won the match. I didn't think we were going to win that one. Sweet. Your team won. Okay. Now I got to catch up on chat. Let's just see how many points I got real quick.
Doesn't win a war.
15. Not awful. Not great, but not awful. Alright. I feel one of problems people have with critics is this. Critics will tell you if something is good or bad, not if you will enjoy it, and people sometimes enjoy bad stuff and try to pass it as good. Again, Theoden, what you just said. Sometimes people enjoy bad stuff and try to pass it as good. That's an opinion right there, because what one person considers bad, another person might consider good. So you're saying that if they like something that's bad, in your opinion, that they're just trying to pass it off as good. But that's again, that is your opinion. Like, I like things that a lot of people consider to be quite bad, but I really like them. So, like, I'm not trying to pass them off as good. I think they're good. So, what you just threw out right there, Theoden, is an opinion. I've never played a Far Cry, not sure which one I should start with. Hanny B, my favorite Far Cry game. Wow, my voice got a little cracky there. My favorite Far Cry game is Far Cry 4. Which it's a beautiful location, like over near like India or Tibet, like in the mountains by like the Himalayas and stuff. And a lot of great animal life, a lot of great scenery, pretty interesting story, compelling villain, great action. I thought Far Cry 4 was a fantastic game. Personal opinion. Some people would disagree with me, but it is a personal opinion. I thought it was fantastic. And it is my favorite of all of them. Far Cry 5 had its moments, but I hated the ending, personally. Oh, one of angles. Everyone is worshipping Red Dead Redemption 2, and while I won't argue it's a bad game, I took one look at it and knew personally I would hate it. Hanny, it's funny you say that, because people are always telling me to play the Red Dead Redemption games, and I've never played either of them. But just what I've seen from Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, I've never really cared. Like, there's nothing there's nothing that's ever popped out at me from a Red Dead Redemption game that's made me go like, oh, I have to play this. It's like I never really cared that much. So I kind of agree with you that people are worshiping it. That's cool for them, but it doesn't seem like it'd be the kind of game for me. I mean, I might give it a try one day, but it just doesn't seem like the kind of game I would like. It plays the same, just loadouts and storyline. Primal is set in caveman era. Well, then you have really critical look. This is... I can't say if I like it or not before I play it. What do you mean I have really critical look? No, I have a very open-minded way of looking at how people look at the world. Because nothing is just black and white. Like, nothing in this world is really black and white. So, like, almost everything is shades of gray. Not quite everything, but almost everything. So, like, opinions, for example, are very shades of gray. Like how you worded it very specifically. Let me see what it was. You worded it very specifically. Like, people will try to pass off something bad stuff as good. But who's to say what is, objectively bad? versus subjectively bad. Again, we're getting too much into philosophy, so let's get away from that. Let's get away from that. We're circling the same thing over and over again, and we're not getting anywhere. So let's get away from that. Video games. I love video games. Video games are great. That's the one thing that unifies everybody in this chat right now. Video games, just in general.
Flash.
Not necessarily a specific video game, but video games. Yes. Let us all find our common ground and be happy. On a crazier note, Pornhub and other related sites started that cowboy porn searches have increased up to 200%. But this is all about philosophy. Theoden, we're gonna get away from the philosophy for the time being. Just for the time being. Because I'm sure not everybody watching the stream wants to talk about philosophy or read about philosophy or hear about philosophy. Like, I'm enjoying talking about it, but, you know, I've got 7 people in here, and I don't know if they all want to just hear me debate philosophy for like 2 hours. Like, as much as I could do that on a personal level, like, if I don't go into a stream specifically saying this is going to be a philosophy talk stream and no video games, then I'm not going to try to steal the whole stream with, like, nothing but philosophy talk. But I do enjoy, personally, the philosophy talk. Now, unless all 7 people in the stream right now were like, yeah, go for it. I think let's move back to video games on the topics. And that's interesting on the cowboy thing, Opti. I wonder if it has something to do with Red Dead Redemption. It's entirely possible. Because people are really gaga over Red Dead Redemption. Like, everyone's playing the new Red Dead Redemption on stream. Except for me, because I don't really care about Red Dead Redemption. But, like, everybody seems to be playing it. And that's great. That's cool. I always try to actively avoid what everybody else is doing. Because I don't want to just be like everybody else. Stop hiding, you coward, and die like a man. Got him! He died like a man. Deeper philosophy rule number 1: elevator always smells different to midgets. Yeah. That's not entirely inaccurate. Is there a game we all played? Is there? Well, okay. Theoden, have you played Mass Effect? I don't remember. Because the Mass Effect series could be what binds us. Because the vast majority of people that I have met through Twitch and who tend to watch my streams, we tend to, I think most of them came in on Mass Effect. I'm just gonna dance with this guy. There we go. Because that guy was not easy to kill, so he deserves a little respect. Like, that guy's a good player. I'm gonna say this right now, Krusty. You're really good at this game. Like, I wasn't dancing out of hate. I was dancing out of respect. I'm gonna fall back a little bit because there's way too many people. Yeah, I think the most common thread for people who watch my my turtle streams is Mass Effect. I want to say. It's not 100% common thread, but that's like the most common thread I can think of. Because the majority of my streams have actually been Mass Effect streams. Like, that is like 80% of what I've streamed is like Mass Effect.
Hunters like you blaze a path for the rest of us. 2 for 1.
Oh my god, I got melted. Just like, nothing can survive if you're a hunter. Like, no powers can survive anything. Hunters really did draw the short straw in terms of powers. Which is sad because I'm a hunter master race and I love hunters. But, like, yeah, we did draw the short straw. Ah, sad. I watch it to get my daily dose of what beanie you are going to wear. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. I do wear a lot of beanies. I wear a lot of beanies and old man caps, though I don't really wear the old man caps that often on stream. Because those are nicer hats, and I don't want to like mess them up by hitting the chair too hard or something. But yeah, I'm a hat guy. Damn proud of it. I love my hats. I hate my hair, and I love my hats. They're just so convenient, and I think they look better too. Damn, that guy survived. This is. And whatever beanie I wear, Opti, it's usually related to whatever color shirt I'm wearing. Like whatever color I think is gonna go best with that that shirt, that's the color beanie I'll wear. Generally. It's like I'm wearing a brown shirt and I figure like, purple kind of goes with brown. So sure. Like if I'm wearing a black shirt, I'll try not to wear my black beanie because then it just kind of everything blurs into each other. Oh, I have no grenades. Cool. I thought I had a grenade. I would have gotten that kill if I had a grenade. I think this is the last Crucible match I have to do, so that's good. And then I could do a strike. Like, PvP's great, but I'm not always in the mood for PvP. Like, PvP can be really exhausting sometimes. Oh, look, Krusty's running away. Because that's what Krusty does. Oh, Krusty! Krusty the Clown! I'm just gonna let this guy kill me. Krusty the Clown got murked with a shotgun. Yeah, pretty much. Opti, I am a little bit like a girl in that sense. I was raised by a single mother. So, yeah. I'm all about trying to make my stuff work with each other. Oh, that's doable. Okay. Yeah, I was raised by a single mother and she was real huge on fashion. And even though I'm not really big on fashion because I dress like a hobo, like I'm wearing a t-shirt right now. Hang on. I'm gonna die right here, so let's see how much I can... Oh, I didn't die.
3 minutes left.
Woo! That was close. So yeah, I'm wearing a shirt right now with the Pillsbury Doughboy that just says, hug me, squeeze me, take me home. Or love me, squeeze me, take me home. Like, what do I know about fashion? That being said, I still like my stuff to kind of coordinate. This is... Get wrecked. Who did I kill? Krusty? I didn't read the name. Oh, that's a terrible super. I'm not... Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I got a good number of kills with that super. I'm running away. Hey, somebody got the kill. Nice. I got more kills with that super than I thought. I thought I was doomed. Like, I popped my super and then I lost like 80% of my health immediately. I really thought I was doomed. Well, run away.
You're in the lead.
Oh, he didn't even know I was there. That was a dirty kill. That was a dirty kill. I'm killing all the people that just don't even know I'm standing behind them. That's so sad. Like, that's not a fair fight. I suck with grenade launchers, by the way, as you can tell by my firing of grenade launcher. It's just what I have equipped. Damn. Okay. I don't think they're very fun weapons, but it's what I had.
1 minute.
It's what buffs my light level to be a little bit higher. Oh, that was terrible. Hey, I tried. I tried.
Falling behind.
Also, I just want to say right now, thank you all for tuning into my short Wednesday stream. That's really early in the day. I really appreciate that. The last like 2 or 3 times I've done a short stream early in the day, I think I had nobody, like 0 viewers the entire time, like each one of those times. So like usually when I start at noon, like I get nobody. So thank you guys for tuning in. Well, people. I don't want to be gender specific. Thank you people for tuning in. Like I really appreciate that. That is nice. Oh, I don't have any ammo. Oh god, how did I survive that? Hey, we won the match. I'm gonna dance. Dance and dance and a dance and dance and... Ah, my final Crucible match of the day and we won. So I'm actually really happy about that. And I got second place. Nice. And I had a better KD than first place. Sweet. Krusty is a psycho with 41 kills. He is a psychopath. That guy, I acknowledge that he is a very good gamer because he was wiping me out. But that guy's a psychopath that needs to play something besides Destiny. You gotta spread around the love. Okay, so I'm gonna go launch into a strike. And then while I launch into a strike, I'm going to go on Twitter and I'm gonna look up Hanny B's blog. So I don't forget. Because I really want to read Hanny B's writing. Like she's so intelligent, I want to hear her opinions. Like I respond well to intelligent opinions. Grenadier. So try not to jump. No, I'm not gonna tweet. Well, I mean I do tweet. I only tweet about this stream. Hey, call it. That's your opinion, Opti. I'm not gonna tweet. Maybe don't jump to conclusions. But I'm gonna go check out Hanny B's Twitter. But you know what? Just because you told me not to tweet, I'm gonna go tweet because I'll do what I want. All right, let's see. First things first, though. How do I find the people I follow? Oh, there we go. Huh. Interesting. Hanny, what's your Twitch name or your Twitter name? Like if you're still there. Huh. Let's try this again. Ah, there you are. I see you. Never mind. For some reason, it wasn't popping up. I typed that in, and you weren't showing up at all. Steam is having a non-violent game sale. I like non-violent games. And one of the games on sale is Prison Architect. I just wanted to share a lovely screenshot of this non-violent game being non-violent. Hanny, you're so sweet. Let's take a look at that screenshot. That is that blood everywhere? I don't think that's a non-violent game, Hanny. Were you being sarcastic? I'm gonna retweet that. Ooh, blog updates. There we go. WordPress. That's what I was looking for. WordPress. I know a few people actually on Twitch and Twitter that write through WordPress. All right. So what's the mission? What's the mission? What's the mission? I guess I'll just follow that guy. Do what I want. Can't find me on Twitter. There's the mission. Hey, look at that giant creature right there. Let's non-violently kill it with our guns and explosions. Ow. So this is how I die, huh? Okay. Boom. Oh yeah, I need to rearrange my gear. I am not equipped for strikes right now. I'm equipped for Crucible. Come on. Okay. So let's put... Ooh, 571. That's, I think, the best helmet I have. By a lot. The best helmet I had was 557. Yes, please. So then let's put you on to bump up my light level. Let's see what I can equip to bump up my light level as max as it can. 380, definitely not those. 51, 59, 69. 28, 45, 40. None of those are very good. Alright, so 567. That I jumped up in light level. That's awesome. That was a lot of extra points on my helmet. That's really good. And now that I am 567, I could switch out to the Raiden Flux. Come on. Any day now. 559. It's the best one I got. Raiden Flux. And then let's take a look at the bounties. Because I have no idea what the bounties are. Let's see. 8 minutes, it expires. Wow. So I'm not going to get any Crucible bounties. So I can just play the game. And I didn't grab Crucible bounties. Or Strike bounties. Crap. I grabbed Crucible bounties. I didn't grab new ones from today. I grabbed yesterday's. Yesterday. Whoopsie daisies. Wee! Wee! Oop. I'm so far behind my team. I'm like an embarrassment of a teammate right now. Good, joining allies. They're going to teleport me to them. Because I got distracted upgrading my my light level and changing out my gear that I fell so far behind. I became a non-participant in my own strike. Alright. Let's kill this thing. Well, it laughed at that. So let's try something a little more direct. Say hello to my little friend. That is how you do damage. Woo! That is how you take out a tank, people. Right there. You jump right on its head and you just shotgun the hell out of it. Point blank range. That was awesome. This guy's saying a lot of random words. I think this guy thinks that this is a personal vendetta. I do not know who he is. I'm here to kill him because it's my mission. It's my job. I'm like the Winter Soldier. You're my mission. You're my mission. Then finish it. Oh, you ran away from all your people? Lame. You don't abandon your followers. Terrible. Wow. You took 2 shotgun shots. You deserve to live. Well, a lot of hashtags in the... What? Like a rainbow... Oh, like a rainbow in the dark. Okay. It's not always easy to tell hashtags apart when it's all one word in lowercase. Sometimes it's hard to tell where one word ends and another begins. Like a rainbow in the dark. I assume that's what you're quoting. Like a rainbow in the dark. There's a lot of bad guys around here. Time to play hero. Boom. Super power. Yeah, I'd run away. I would totally run away from somebody like me, who's literally vaporizing everybody. God, this is how you murder aliens, right here. Don't watch Ellen. Don't watch Ripley. Watch Turtle. It's a slaughter. My grenades didn't even get to them. They died before they died before my grenade hit the ground. Counterweights activated. All right. I'm not 100% sure I've done this strike before, because I don't remember ever doing anything with counterweights. Like a rainbow in the dark. Oh, is somebody gonna spawn here? Oh, how unforeseen. Boom, boom, boom. Wait. That's a portal. Yeah, alright. Where are you? So I can pick up all those juicy orbs. Oh, and your gamer tag is orbs. Wow, that's on the nose. Alright, where are those orbs you dropped there, my good man? Ow. Boom! Murder! Murder! Merry Murdermas, everybody! You're all on my list. Alright. Enough of that. You've done it. It is part of the story mission. Have I done it? Because this does not seem actually familiar. I mean, this is a strike, so it's not part of the story mission. It's just a revamped version of the story. I mean, I remember this area. I remember fighting through this area in the story very distinctly, but like, this is technically a strike, so if that means they recycled a mission and just turned it into a strike, and that's lazy on the part of Bungie. So I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of Bungie recycling old material and telling us it's new. Lame. Hanny, if you're still there, I love your November 4th tweet about how with your plan for games. I love that. That makes me smile. See how many games I can finish before the holiday sales this year, and then replace my games at no more than a 1-to-1 ratio. I respect that. For example, if I finish a JRPG, I could buy a new one. I can't let my backlog grow any larger. That is awesome, Hanny. And that is a good goal. That is a respectable and good goal. I'm going to kill the big priest. Yeah, but this shouldn't be a strike. This was a story mission. That's lame that they recycled it as a strike. That's like absolutely lame. Okay, but now that I see the boss room though, Opti, I do remember this mission. Because I remember this boss room, but I didn't remember anything else from the strike. Like, I don't remember those counterweights. That's right, keep spawning your infinite waves of dead people. Woo! I at least supered like 35 people right there. If not more than that. Ow. Oh, he's immortal. Why are they always immortal? That's right. Boom, boom. Ah, you dick. Alright, I can do stuff too. Oh, reload faster. There he goes. Orbs, orbs. I need orbs. Somebody give me orbs. I want to pop a super. Ooh, orbs. That's exactly what I asked for. So close. You, give me my super. Damn it. Come on, superpowers. Boom. Orb City Central right here. God. Yeah, if you ever need super kills for a bounty or a mission or something, this is the strike to go to, evidently. Good God. Like everything. Look at this! That's crazy! I can already get another super. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna save my super for if there is another wave of ads. Because holy crap, I killed a lot of ads. I wouldn't call these 4 dudes a wave of ads. I'm talking like hundreds of dudes. Come on. Is anybody else shooting? Okay, good. Hey, come on, people. Yeah, might as well pop my super. Oh yeah, run away from us. Run away from the Guardians that just wiped out like 10,000 people in one gunfight. Daily challenge completed. Whoa, 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 whoa. And I got my super again. Whee! Whee! Killing aliens is fun when they're bad. But then who defines what's bad? Again, this is philosophy. This is... Whee! Boom, baby. You know, now that I think about it, I don't think either of them were my subclass. So that sucks, because that means I didn't get credit for a strike. I'm reasonably certain neither of them was my subclass. Let's go take a look. Like 90% sure, now that I think about it. If it's at 0 of 5, yeah, or 0 of 3, neither of them was my subclass. That is unfortunate. So I'm going to have to switch out on the next strike to whatever they are. If there's nobody that's Arc, then I need to switch over to Solar or Void. As much as I don't want to, Destiny decided to, in their infinite wisdom, make the requirement for that particular milestone stupid. And forcing you to change your playstyle if nobody else is matching your playstyle. Which I'm not a big fan of games that force you to play a certain way. Like, that make it so you have to play a certain way or you're just screwing yourself. I'm not a fan of those kind of gaming tactics. What is bad? Baby, don't hurt me no more. How can you define right and wrong? But nothing is absolute. Who knows what lurks in the dark? The shadow knows. Jesus. That sounds really familiar. That sounds really familiar. Opti. Like, I swear I've heard that exact quote somewhere before. Especially the last part. Who knows what lurks in the dark? The shadow knows. That sounds really familiar. But also, what is bad? Baby, oh no. What is bad? Opti, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. What is bad? Opti, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. Oh, oh, oh. It's a comic and a movie. It certainly sounds familiar as all hell. Although I don't believe I've ever read the comic or seen the movie. I've heard that somewhere, like that exact quote. Or if not the exact quote, something very similar. For a brief moment, I was thinking it was Gandalf from Lord of the Rings when he's reading the book in Moria. Like, the drums are getting louder. They are coming. Like, it almost vaguely reminded me of that initially. And again, emphasis on vaguely. Well, great music for this black screen. Was also a popular radio time story back in the 40s. Ah, back when I was born.
Operation
The 1940s.
Online.
Ah,
Guardians,
the good old
you're
days.
here for a top priority extraction. We have multiple fire teams missing.
They went into the arcology to
I
investigate
need
a heavily
to
guarded
inspect,
hive ritual.
see what their
We've
subclasses
had
are.
zero contact for
If
the
one of
last
them is
several
Arc,
hours, which is why we need you.
then I'm good. Mikal is Arc. Okay, or Mikal. That's all I needed to know. Now check out my new sexy sparrow, by the way. Look at this thing. It's like covered in bones. It's amazing. It's like a Ket. It's like a Ket sparrow from Mass Effect Andromeda. And I drove off the cliff. That's very existential turtle. To just drive off the cliff. Let's try this one more time. Whee! That's more like it. That's more like it. I was terrified I was going to drive off the cliff again. Which again, very existential turtle. To die like an idiot. Story of the Mass Effect life, right? And Hanny, I don't know if you were here when I was talking about it earlier, but I really like some of your recent tweets. They're very adorable. Like the non-violent game screen capture you put on the sales for non-violent games. That was cute.
I've never seen the
And
hive
your
locks on human doors.
desire to
What are they doing down there?
your plan for getting a 1-to-1 ratio on games. Like, I respect that so much. Yeah. Yeah, while I was launching into one of my matches, I loaded up your Twitter. My favorite post of yours, Hanny, is by far the one that says plan. See how many games I can finish before the holiday sales this year, and then replace my games at no more than a 1-to-1 ratio. I like that very much. At no more than a 1-to-1 ratio. I both respect that and need to make a similar pledge to myself. Like, because Black Friday is coming up here in just a few weeks, and I tend to be a monster when it comes to buying video games on Black Friday. And then I end up not playing half of those games throughout the year, so then those just get added to my backlog. But I can't deny the good price, so I save most of my money throughout the year. And then on Black Friday, or like the big sales, like the big summer sales, for example, I tend to splurge on the games when they're mega cheap. And then my backlog just keeps growing and growing and growing. So yeah, I am in a very similar boat to you, Hanny. You probably have more games than I do, though, but I still have quite a few. And there's also the backlog of games that I want to buy, but I want to buy only when they go on sale. Like the new Spider-Man game on the PS4. I really want that game, but I'm not going to get that game until it's much, much cheaper. Like, I don't want to pay more than $30 for that game. Not that it isn't worth more than $30, but that's just how much money I have to spend. Humble Bundles are an addiction. I might have to check out Humble Bundles now. Hanny, you may have just cursed me to spend money I don't have on really good deals.
The Hive power their rituals through death and sacrifice.
You may have just sent me down a very dark path, Hanny.
Far better to save your light for another battle.
Humble Bundles.
No!
Yep.
No!
I'm gonna Google that before I forget.
Already took my ghost.
And then I'll look up the. Then I'll just leave the
We
page
understand.
open, and I'll look it up
We
after I
agreed
finish
to
my
this mission.
stream.
No one's backing down. Commander, are you there? That
Ooh.
must be one of the missing Guardians.
Oh yeah,
Tracing
they
his
are.
broadcast now.
They are a big company. Wow. Humble Bundle indeed. I have over 450 games because of Humble Bundles. Opti, that's awesome. I don't even know how many games I have.
I don't understand.
Like it.
That
If I factor in every single console from every single generation of games, going all the way like way into the past, and like old-fashioned CDI games also, and like old crappy PC games, I would be in the hundreds. But it depends on if we're factoring in like everything. Like, I have a crap load of Sega games, crap load of SNES games, NES games, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, PlayStation Portable,
All channels. This is a search and rescue
GameCube,
team. Is
because I was a
anyone
Nintendo
listening?
fanboy growing up. GameCube, Nintendo 64, Virtual Boy. I've got
This.
Virtual Boy games.
What is this?
I still have my
This
old
is a
Virtual
cat
Boy
with
also.
Some kind of summoning spell.
I would be about
The
that
whole
high, but my
thing
old
is being
Steam account
powered
was
by
hacked.
void light.
My old Steam account was hacked too,
Hive
Opti,
owns
and
something to
that's
type
why I
with.
don't have any
No
Steam
wonder
games
they
anymore,
don't
except
want
for the ones I
company.
mentioned the other
Is
day.
someone there?
Is because I
Hello?
lost almost all of my
Hello?
games. And
Anybody in the
after that,
radio
I kind of broke my heart.
I swear I just heard a voice.
But like, the only games I have anymore
Who is
on my
this?
Steam are
I'm
like
just gonna keep
Broforce
going
and
keep
Who's Your
talking
Daddy.
and hope that the signal gets better.
We can't let the hive.
It's
use this
because I
do
didn't want to
their
repurchase
magic.
all those games. Yeah, but then there's like the Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. Even though PlayStation 4 is brand new for me. I have those old Zelda CDI games, so I count those. I have like Oregon Trail, like the good old-fashioned Oregon Trail. I have the new up-to-date Oregon Trail also, the one where you're surviving in a zombie apocalypse, which is a really fun little take on Oregon Trail. It's not Oregon the state, but Oregon like your kidneys. It's a very fun little game. That's part of why I buy on Humble. When there is a DRM free copy, I get one in addition to a Steam code. That is awesome, Hanny. That is awesome.
Copy. Are there others with you?
That's one of the reasons I
No,
went away from
just
Steam
us
is
down
because
here.
that happened to me, and I felt like because that happened, I lost so much money because I lost so many games. It broke my heart. It broke my heart. Yeah, I've definitely got a lot of games if you factor all of my games. But in terms of like games I replay, I've only got like a list of maybe like 25, something like that. The games that I regularly play all the time. Though I really do want to get the Super Nintendo Classic. I have to see if one day, like Black Friday, for example, if it goes on sale. I would love to buy a Super Nintendo Classic so I could stream like Super Metroid and Link to the Past and a bunch of my old favorite classics on the Super Nintendo. I would love to do that. Not to mention, it's always nice to give Nintendo my business. It's my biggest complaint about Nintendo. Is that they just sometimes don't release enough stuff, and I want to give them my
Came down
business,
here as a
but
squad of 9.
like the
Got
Switch,
picked
for
off
example,
one by one.
there's
Watched
like
a wizard
no
rip the
games
light out of
for
my
the
best
Switch
friend.
except for Breath of the Wild and
Funneled
Mario.
into some kind of crystal.
That's a bummer
They're
to me.
harvesting guardians.
Like I wish they released more games so I could spend my hard-earned money with them, but they don't do it. At least, okay, they released plenty of games. I should probably clarify. I wish they released more games that I was interested in. Because they really don't. Like, the Switch was worth it for me just for Zelda. Sorry, Hanny. It was. I would have bought a Switch just for Breath of the Wild. Mario and Rabbids is my favorite Switch game. I loved Rabbids, but I never played any of the games where they like mash up with Mario. I saw a Let's Play for it on Achievement Hunter, Mario and Rabbids, and it looked like they were having fun. But like, unless it went on sale or I got it cheap, I don't think I would ever buy it. And Nintendo so rarely puts their stuff on sale. It's like, I hate that they're like that. Like, if they put their stuff on sale, I would probably buy a lot more games from them than I already do. Their lack of sales is why I own so few games for my Switch. That's one of the reasons why I didn't buy Mario and Rabbids, or whatever it's called. Because that is one of the few games that does sort of interest me, because it looks like it'd be at least a fun game. And I love those kind of turn-based games, too. That being said, Nintendo never puts their crap on sale, like, ever. Like, if you want to get a good price on a Nintendo game, the downside is you have to go through, like, Amazon, or to a lesser extent, eBay. I hate eBay, by the way. But like you have to go through like Amazon and buy it used for somebody who's just trying to get a decent price. So like a $40 game you might be able to find on Amazon for like anywhere from $15 to $25, which is probably the best deal you'll ever get on a Nintendo game. And that's if you're lucky. Because most people who sell Nintendo games, they realize that Nintendo never puts their games on sale. And so therefore they don't sell their game for that much cheaper. Because they know that people are going to be like, hey, I'll save a few bucks if I buy it from you. But here's the problem with that though. At least for me. I've become much more of a digital person when it comes to video games. Like most of my Xbox games, like 95% of my Xbox games are like digital now. Like, one of the rare exceptions to me not buying a digital game was Breath of the Wild. But like everything else I buy, I like to buy digital copies because they're so much more convenient. And Nintendo's digital store, like you have to go through Nintendo. Like there's no other way around it. So like you'll never get a sale if you're sticking with Nintendo. Breaks my heart. Because I would love to give them some more of my money. I just can't afford all their stuff. Alright guys, I took care of the traps for you. You're gonna get the purple. There you go. Up, and it's back. There you go. I got you, boy. Nope, nobody to shoot. Okay, nobody to shoot. It's the heartbreaking part of a Guardian's life is when they have nobody to shoot. Boom, baby.
I might have an idea. Let's find Takeo.
The way that my ghost just said I might have an idea just reminded me of a movie called The Croods. I don't know if anybody in the chat or in the stream saw that. Where he just said, I have an idea. It reminds me of Nicolas Cage playing, Grug
Getting a little dicey
in
down
The Croods, where
You
he's
need to turn
just like
back.
hitting himself in the head.
Hang in
Just
there.
like, I have
No,
an
turn back.
idea.
We can still stop this.
Just makes me think
we
of
just
that.
need to use crystals to short out the summoning
I
ritual.
love that movie. Yeah, it was a great
That'd
movie.
be a great plan.
I didn't think it
There
was
were
going to
any
be a good
powered
movie,
crystals in
and then
here.
I left the theater surprisingly
back.
entertained. I was like,
Together,
I
we're gonna
loved it.
end this.
Nicolas Cage knocked it out of the park in that one.
Nope.
It's the best Nicolas
Same
Cage
plan.
movie in years,
Give Sloan my regards.
and it's animated. I have an idea. I call it a rug because it rhymes with rug. I made this belt because it's self-tightening. Okay. Yeah, that's a movie I probably watched too much. I love that movie. Watch out there, teammate. I will save you from yourself. Blah, 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 blah. Rat-a-tat-a. Ha!
She
Thought you could hide from me, could ya? Yeah, see? Well, okay, that happened.
Did not
This
die in
is-
vain.
Woo! I'm just wasting my grenade launcher. What bounty did I get for the Vanguard? I don't recall having a good bounty. Oh, look at all those orbs. I think I'm gonna pop my super. Alright, give me these orbs. Need more orbs? Ah, yes. Alright, where are you, Sumdura? There you are. I need your orbs. Yes! Super time! Woo! Things are getting heavy up in here. Look at all these ogres. Oh my god. Okay. Boom. And that's how a not a Night Stalker. That's how an Arcstrider, whatever the hell my subclass is called, that's how I do.
It's time.
It is time. Blah. Woo. Just shotgunning everything now. At this point, I don't really need to worry about ammo. Alright, I'm gonna let the other wizard stay alive. Did he at least pop the thing? Nope, he didn't. Okay, I'll kill the other wizard now. I think Mikhail got the other wizard. So there's nothing we can do until that thing disappears. Then we grab the new one. I'll be the hero! Woo! I'm gonna die. Get out of my way, Mikhail! You just effed me. You just effed me. There we go. I'm just gonna stay up here. Blam, bam, 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 bam. Yeah, why wouldn't I stay up here? There's nobody attacking me. It's beautiful up here. I wonder if you can get up there through the normal strike. It'd be a great place to just stand.
Takeo, wherever you are, thank you.
Woo!
We won't forget what you
Stuff.
did today.
I'm a big fan of stuff in video games. It's like my favorite thing about video games is stuff. Alright. So let's just head back to the tower real quick. Chocolate milk. I highly recommend it to everybody. Even though it's gone now. It may be a drink for a 5-year-old, but I love it. So I don't care. To quote Tommy Lee Jones from the best Tommy Lee Jones movie ever made, I don't care. I didn't kill my wife. I don't care. Points to anybody who knows what movie that is. It's a pretty easy one, so hopefully somebody in the chat knows it. Opti probably knows it. I swear, I didn't kill my wife. Ooh, enhancement core. Ooh, I got another Vestian Dynasty. It's slightly better than my old one. But I'm going to get rid of it. Because I have an emotional attachment to my old one. Somehow, for some reason. Ooh, I got a bounty. Sweet. Let's break down all my old crap. Oh, when did I get that? Huh. Equip. Ooh. Alright, I leveled up to 568. That's not bad. I'm getting there. I'm really making progress. When I initially started all of this, my big goal was to get to the 550s. And now I'm almost in the 570s. So, nice. That's awesome. Alright, so let's see how I did on bounties today. I got all the Crucible bounties. And I'll save those for next week. 8, 9, 10. What is that one? Into the Fray. Defeat other Guardians with precision final blows. I didn't even know I had that. I need to capture zones with the new one I got. Oh, burp. But yeah, okay. I got all of the other ones though. Very nice. So there's a weekly mission that requires you to turn in 20 bounties. in order to get a piece of powerful gear from Ikora on the tower. And so once I get that mission, which I've already gotten this week, I'd love to save at least 20 bounties for the next week so I can just immediately get that gear and not have to worry about it. So I'm going to at least minimum save 20 bounties in my inventory until the weekly reset next Tuesday. So once I have 20, then I'll start turning in the rest of those. But then next week, it'll pop over. I'll just turn them in, get the powerful gear, boom, 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 done. That's kind of my plan. Also, 568. I'm really actually pretty excited about that. I think I'm a good enough light level to tackle some of the high-end activities in this game. Like, if I really wanted to, which I don't want to, but if I did want to, I think I'm a good enough light level to attempt the raid at this point. But again, I have no interest in the raid. None whatsoever. The only thing that interests me about the raid is the fact that I just want to watch it at all. Like, I just want to watch like a YouTube video of somebody beating the raid so I can get the story, what little story there is. Yeah, 550 recommended power level, so I'm good enough power level to technically go through the raid. Problem is, I just don't like raids. I did every raid countless times in Destiny 1, and I just burnt myself out on the concept of raids. It just stopped being fun to me. It's, people would just get too grumpy, people would get too frustrated if we fail too many times in a row, you know, if we wipe too many times in a row, if somebody just messes up one little detail, suddenly, like, some of the people just start shouting at them or just getting angry, and it just became very negative. And so I stopped having fun with it, and just walked away. I'm just like, yeah, in Destiny 2, I'm not going to play any of the raids. And so far, I've lived up to that promise to myself that I won't raid in Destiny 2. Just because it got way too negative. It's there are good people that are on like the LFG communities, but there's a lot of bad ones too. A lot of bad ones, and they unfortunately outnumber the good ones by quite a bit.
All done.
Alright, did I pick up any engrams? I don't think I did. I think I just have the weekly ones.
Let's check.
Or one.
Must have messages.
Oh, I do have a prime engram. Let's turn that in. Hell yeah.
Back from the hunt.
It's 71, so please be a chest piece, because this will bump up my light level. Chest piece! Wow, I should just ask more often. That never works. So now I have a 571 chest piece. That's way better than my old chest piece, which I think was at 55? 555. So I'm jumping up almost 20 points. 16 points if you want to get technical. So now I'm 570. I broke 570 today. Nice. That's got to be a milestone for something. Alright, so today was a very successful short stream in Destiny. So I'm just going to do my quick closing statements because there's nothing else I really have time to do in Destiny today. So I want to thank everybody that actually tuned into one of my early streams, because normally I don't get a lot of people in my early streams. Because like noon, like anywhere from like noon to 2, there aren't a lot of people on Twitch in comparison to later in the day. So most of my viewers don't tend to actually catch me when I do these early streams, which is sometimes a bummer. But yeah, thank everybody who tuned in. And I want to give special thanks to Honeybee Games, OptiX84, Theoden, Son of Thengel, the three of you. Oh, Dragon Soul of Fire. She was in here for a little bit before her internet crapped out. I love playing video games, and I would stream even to an audience of 0, and I have, numerous times. But streaming with an active chat that, with people to talk to and like talk about like philosophy and video games and life, it just makes it 10 times more fun. And so thank you especially to the people in chat. Now, if anybody is watching this on Twitch and doesn't realize, I archive all of my past streams on YouTube. So if you ever want to watch any of my old streams and they're already expired off of Twitch, go check out my YouTube channel. The channel name is Existential Turtle, just like it's written below my face cam and in the bottom left of the screen. I archive everything I've ever streamed there, so if you ever want to watch a different game, if you ever need background noise, or if you ever just miss a stream because you can't watch it live, go check it out there. That's the whole reason I put them there, is just so for people who can't... Yeah, you have a good one too, Opti. For people who can't catch my streams live. If you ever want to watch my stuff, there it is. I play a lot of different games because I'm a variety streamer, so if you don't like one game I'm playing, maybe you'll like some of the other games I play. And if you're watching this on YouTube, check out my Twitch at twitch.tv/existentialturtle. I stream every day, generally within a range of 2 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Today is one of those exceptions, because sometimes real life and work make it so I have to stream at different times. It doesn't, like, I wish I could stream 2 to 6 every day. I would do that. But some days I have to go to bed earlier. Today I have to go to bed really early because I have to be awake at 10:30 p.m. tonight in order to go to work. So I can't stream until 6 o'clock, or I would get, if I were lucky, maybe 1 hour of sleep. So I have to end my stream super early so I could get ready for bed, get my puppy food, blah, blah, blah. But yes, under normal circumstances, the stream is usually start around 2 o'clock-ish. It varies a little bit, but roughly 2 o'clock. But if you ever want updates on when I'll be streaming specifically, check out my Twitter, @EastonRoscoe, as it's written in the bottom right of the screen. And I'll always post a little bit of an update beforehand as to what game I'll be playing and when I'll be streaming. So yeah, I hope everybody has a good night, or afternoon, I guess, because it's so early in the day. Now let's go check Twitch to see if anybody I know is streaming right now, then I could raid you over to them. Hey, Beast Mode Brit! Okay, I'm going to raid you guys over to Beast Mode Brit. That is one of my favorite Twitch people, of all Twitch people. He's on the list. So yeah, Beast Mode Brit is one of the nicest people I have ever encountered on Twitch. So send him some turtle love. And I hope everybody has a good night. Afternoon. Crap. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I'm just going to cover all my bases. But yeah, I hope everyone has a good one. Peace.